Opportunity comes for people that keep showing up for themselves, time and time again, even when things don't necessarily work out the way that they thought. They keep getting back up, dusting themselves off, and trying again. Welcome, my name's Jessica. Let's get right into it. I think for me, success was, or my pivotal point where I felt like things were really starting to move forward, was more so an internal shift before a physical shift. I have been asked this many times, and I've been pursuing my art career on and off for the last 5 years. I feel like that's kind of a long time. I think because it's part-time, it's not super long, because there's been patches of time that I haven't actively been working on my art and my career. But people will often ask me, oh, have you made money from X, Y, and Z? For example, I brought an adorable flyer in to where I work so people could kind of see what I'm working on and see if they're interested in buying, or at the very least just drive a little traffic to my Etsy shop, to help with my SEO. So I brought it in, and inevitably I had someone ask, oh, do you make money from this? Do you actually make money? And I'm like, part of me is like, no, I haven't made. I've actually spent significantly more than I have profited from this business venture. But recently I've really felt an internal shift of like, I feel like the momentum is slowly starting to go. So I see like the potential and the opportunity that is going to be presenting itself, which will eventually and inevitably, as long as I keep going, will produce financial stability for me and my family. That's a lot to say. That's a very long way of saying no, I don't make any money from this yet. But I feel it, like the momentum, my internal world is shifting and changing, and I'm just seeing how this is all going to be working out. And I also feel like, like when if you get like a leak in your roof, it starts off really small, dripping, very small, and slowly water erodes and the hole becomes bigger and bigger until rain eventually pours in. And that's kind of how I feel right now. I feel like my business, like the opportunity and the income, is just like very slowly trickling, tick, tick, tick down, and eventually there will be more of a hurricane situation in my future. I think another fact for this first point, as far as endurance, is I've also had to face a lot of my fears. The internal work of me believing in me is doing things even though I feel a little uncomfortable doing them. Because I think what I realized is either way in life, I'm going to be uncomfortable. Situation A, I stay in my job, I stay small, I go on a career path that would continue to have me working in public education, and I am uncomfortable because I'm too scared to do something in the unknown. Or two, I face my fears. That is also uncomfortable. That is also, kind of like feels a little sticky, right? It's making videos, making content, putting myself out there, putting my art out there. That's all uncomfortable. And it gets easier to do it regardless of feeling nervous or anxious, but it's still one of those things that I've had to like confront and like be vulnerable with you guys. My second supporting argument would be that success comes with your ability and endurance to make and show ugly and unfinished work and ugly art and art you're not proud of, but continuing to show it anyways because it's something you created and you're on this journey to becoming a better and better artist. And point 3 being, success comes when you try something and you fail and you get up and you try something different. I never imagined 5 years ago that I would be doing or being able to create from my physical art, create digital art and designs and design specific things for specific products. I started off with an idea I started off with this feeling of being drawn to art and creativity as a hobby and a passion and something I knew I wanted to build into a career. The thing I didn't know 5 years ago was, how am I going to make money off of my art? What am I going to do? Am I going to sell original paintings? Am I going to sell, prints of my paintings? Am I going to sell stickers? How do I make stickers? How do I take my physical art and like put it on different products? If you would have told me 5 years ago that I was going to be able to use Adobe Illustrator and take my products and my physical art and like create something and elevate it and leverage it into something completely and totally like marketable at like a reasonable price point, I would have never believed you. Because the thing with like my original paintings and original art is it does cost money. Like it costs a significant amount of money, and while I'm still going to have those things available and I'd still like to have part of my art revenue coming from selling original work, or at least getting my original work displayed in museums or in galleries and stuff like that, I also know that that might be a while before that's like my bread and butter of my business. And I'm really excited that I found something that, one, I like, 2, is exciting, 3, it's definitely something I can leverage. Like I can make one design and then continue to sell it over and over again. So I'm really excited about that. I think this is going to be really good for me and this company as I build it from the ground up. That if you are considering your passion as a career path, leaping or jumping before you are ready does not necessarily mean quitting your job. I think that the best way to build your business and the best way I've learned to build my business is while working another job. Because there was a brief time, like 4.5 years ago, I had only been doing art for about 6 months. I was able to quit my day job because we were moving, but I also had like a little pocket of time where I could focus on like building my art career. And I gotta say, because I was so new to it, because I didn't really know like how everything was going to fit into place, it was really overwhelming to have a big chunk of my day available to do art and to market art and to sell art, and then also just like not knowing what to do at all. So I would definitely suggest, if you are someone out there considering it, keep your day job, keep doing, or find another, if you just really hate your day job, find another job you could do and replace that just with get a fresh start, fresh environment, and work on your art on the side. Because I've realized now that I've slowly built momentum, now I'm to a point where I actually know exactly what to do. I know how I want to do it. I know how all the pieces are connected. So now, even though I'm not going to do it yet, I'd feel more comfortable quitting my day job because I know like all of these little aspects of my career that I want to work on, and that makes it a lot easier. But anyways, leap before you're ready. Like don't not do it because you're an amateur, but also, keep that day job until you build a momentum and you can really see the path unfolding in front of you. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm Jessica. I will see you guys in the next video. If you haven't already, definitely subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.